Don't call me Kyokyo. Hi, welcome to another Shojo Sunday where it's ridiculously hot. And I decided to put on sohma. So this is my actual fit for sohma. You might not see it that well. Turn the phone around a minute. Get into this shady spot. Here. So yeah, I'm sohma today for this Shojo Sunday segment. So we'll be talking about Your Lie in April, Apocatheray Diaries, and just some of the shoujo manga that I've been reading. Really. So first on our list is Your Lie in April. So Your Lie in April, it's a shoujo romance anime that involves a school. So it's about two characters that are really into music. But the main girl, let's call her is it Kawaru? Or is it Karu? Is it Kawaru? She's really ill, and a lot of this series is very feelsy. So like, I'm just putting out that warning that it's feelsy. I put it up there with Clannad as well. I'd say Clannad's the most feelsy, and then you've got Your Lie in April. So it goes Clannad, Your Lie in April. I think I'd put as well Angel Beats in the middle as well. I will be eventually doing a video on Angel Beats for this Shojo Sunday series, because it was an old classic favourite anime of mine. I do plan on cosplaying Angel Tenji, the angel from it, eventually, but the plot and the series-wise overall for Your Lie in April is very short. It's very short. It's only, I want to say 26 episodes, maybe 24, roughly around that kind of area. And Your Lie in April is very feelsy. I would recommend it. I probably would rate it an 8 out of 10 on the shoujo factor, and probably like I'm gonna say 9 for romance, because there's quite a lot of feelings of romance between the two characters. And that's really mainly it. It's just really feelsy. Next up is Apocatheray Diaries. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation of Apocatheray Diaries. That word, I find really long words hard to pronunciate. I don't know if I'm dyslexic or it's just my autism being like, what word is that? I do not know what word it is. So it's just one of those things. So this one is based in China, and it follows a girl called Mao Mao, and it's like based on like Chinese like folklore and like a lot of the apocatheray and the, I want to say it's to do with like temples and stuff, but I could be wrong. It's like something to do with like temples and probably like their religion. But it's about her being I think it's like a bride. So it's like bride, but she's more of I think she's more of a healer slash whatever. But she does like magic and stuff, and she does like a lot of things with frogs. And the main guy is called Jinshi,
I don't know what it is about Jinshi. He just kind of, I don't know. He's just got really long hair for a man. I thought he were a girl at first, but like, nah, it's a man.
So far, I'm really enjoying Apocatheray Diaries. I've read most of the manga, so like I got really into it at the beginning with Mao Mao's adventures. So I haven't really got a cosplaying for Apocatheray Diaries because I do want to like research it a little bit more in depth with the whole folklore stuff. But I've seen amazing Mao Mao cosplays. I think one of my friends cosplays Mao Mao. She does she does her really good. So like, I love Mao Mao. So Mao Mao might be a maybe in my cosplans, but we shall see. So for Apocatheray Diaries, I'd probably rate it an 8 out of 10 because it's so written and well done. Some of it's a little bit weird here and there, but like, it's okay. It's an okay shoujo romance anime. We got some manga, so obviously we've got Oshinoko, and then I've been reading a lot of My Happy Marriage as well, mainly because I'm wanting a season 3. I really want a season 3. Netflix. Hello. Hello. I'm not cosplaying from My Happy Marriage, but like, give it a 3rd season, please. Thank you. There's also this one. I will go more in depth later on in the video. And oh wait, I've shown you Oshinoko. Right, so this one, I think is kind of ace, but we'll have a look at it. This one's gonna annoy me for a bit. So, Oshinoko manga. This manga is really fun. I'm really enjoying it. So, obviously my favourite character is Kana. Kana's my fave. She was the... So I opened her in an unboxing. I think it was March, I think, when I did the Shojo Sunday. It's Nagisa. So very fun. Very fun if you like idol stuff, like I do. So like what I said with Oshinoko last time I reviewed it in February. So like, it's about the kids growing up and becoming idols like the mom. So there's that to like unfold, and they just go on a lot of adventures together. So I'd rate the manga probably an 8 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it. Alright, so this one is How Do We Relationship. Now, for someone who's era ace, I don't really do them well. It's just not my kind of expertise. But this is a Yuri manga. I've like discovered that this is a Yuri manga, so it follows... I think it's a pretty safe for work Yuri manga because there isn't a lot of talk about Yuri manga, to be honest. It's more aimed towards yaoi in Japan, but like I wish there was a bigger market for Yuri manga if you're like a queer femme identifying person like myself, obviously. But like this is what we got. So it's obviously a queer relationship between a woman and a woman, and it's very cutesy. I know I put the Yuri manga in this selection down because it's like, it kind of follows the similar tropes of Shojo, if that makes sense. But I'll also be covering a little bit more about this manga for Pride Month. So like, I'm going to be doing a yaoi Yuri special for Pride Month. You might see me as a LGBTQ plus anime character for this series. We shall see. But it's very cutesy. I probably would give it a 7 out of 10 because it is quite basic Yuri manga. Alright, so this is a little bit of a odd one. This is a manga, but they're called manhwas in, I think it's Korea, I could be wrong, but this is a Korean manga that I picked up. So they do manga in Korea, fun facts. So this is it's kind of similar to how we have Japanese manga by Japanese creators. This is a Korean one because the names are very Korean. It's obviously based in Korea, this Shojo series. So it's all about a girl who wants to perform, and there's obviously like a little bit of romance on the side. She obviously embarrasses her from the Tokyo Pop Show. And it's about Maha. Maha is that's the main girl at the front. Now with this one, I think this one were really slow, and like, I really like the art style, but it's really slow. So like, not so. I'd say it's good for beginners. Like, if you want to get into shoujo, I would recommend this if you're like a very beginner shoujo anime fan. So like, I know it's Korean, but it's just something a little bit different. And I fancied something a little bit different, so that's why I've like picked it up. So yeah. Again, would rate it a 7 out of 10 for being a little bit different on the side. The romance is kind of good. There's also, I really like the art style of it. So like, it's like a very pretty art style. You don't normally get coloured mangas at all. You don't normally get mangas in colour, so like, this for example, so you normally get the black and white usual manga. This is all coloured in, all digitally drawn, made by an artist, so like, that's really, I really like it.
Last thing to mention on my Shojo Sunday is I'm only reading the novels at the minute because I obviously want season 3 of this, and I'm like begging Netflix, I'm like, please give us season 3. I watched all of season 2 and I got emotional, and yeah. So yeah, please give a season 3. Please give us a season 3 of My Happy Marriage. I'll be happy again.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about Shojo Sunday, and that is both Free Run Journey's End, which has been really good, really good anime series. And Apocatheray Diaries are down as nominations of Anime of the Year. So, like, you can vote either one of them if you're, like, really into shoujo anime. So, like, I'd love for either Apocatheray Diaries or Frieren to win. But there's also, unfortunately, Dungeon Meshi. So I really got into Dungeon Meshi. I got really into Dungeon Meshi last year. I've got a follow vlog where I'm Marciel. So like any of the nominees will be like nominated. I think there was also Dandadan, and I think there were Kaiju number 8, and I think solo leveling. So like there's like a lot of entries being voted for as Anime of the Year. So I'd either put myself down for either Frieren or Apocatheray Diaries, maybe Dungeon Meshi. But I can see Dungeon Meshi winning. It's very likely that Dungeon Meshi will win Anime of the Year for last year. But hey ho. It depends on Crunchyroll's decision and their fan base. Crunchyroll's got like a really big fan base, so like it's that. And this is the end of Shojo Sunday for April. So for May's Shojo Sunday, I'm going to be doing a special. So I'll be filming a special a bit later on in May. You might get what I'm talking about for this one, because I keep like leaving hints here and there and being like, oh yeah, I'm going to be talking about this for the next Shojo Sunday. But there's like an iconic character I really want to cosplay for this series, the next Shojo Sunday video. If I give you a hint, all I can say is Elizabeth. So Elizabeth, glasses, red hair, crisps. So like this character is like, yeah, I can see myself as this fun character. So like he's coming soon. So like be prepared for that. And I hope you really enjoyed April's Shojo Sunday. I apologise if it's really late. It's only late because I was on holiday at the beginning of the month, so the next Shojo Sunday will be a special